Hey guys, I hope you got a drink. I know I did. But anyway, this is gonna be long. I will edit it, but still it's gonna be long. Be prepared, please. Grab a snack, grab a drink. I don't know. Exit the video if you don't want something long, but it's gonna be a long video. So it's about time. I know it's been way overdue, and I promised even before, but it's finally time to talk about my experience at the SHINee DxDxD special edition concert in Kyocera Dome that I've been in both days, and I promised on my videos. I know no one really care. Like no one really comments or does anything to show me that they expect in this video, but for me, because I promised it, I feel that I do need to talk about it. So this will be my experience concert, and the reason I didn't done one before or earlier is because I've been in a few emotional breakdown and I'm just getting out of it. I've been really depressed after the trip, and I know people might say, you had the best experience, you've been in a concert that everyone wants to go and we're so jealous of you, and you say that you're depressed. So first of all, let me clarify a few stuff. First of all, I'm not regretting anything about this experience. This experience was one of the best things I ever did in my life. This was one of the best concerts I've ever been in my life. And SHINee are amazing. I'm loving them still, of course. And I'm completely, utterly grateful that I had the opportunity and the luck to be in this concert. However, think about it for a second. If you've been in the concert of your bias groups, in the dream location, and you had this amazing experience, you've been in the highest level pretty much that you can reach. And then 2 days afterwards, you're back at home, pretty much no one home because your parents were aboard, and you're just stuck in your regular life and you don't even have a job because you quit before the trip. How can you not get into depression after this? I don't know. Like, from this high, you sink suddenly to the real life, and you had no one to talk about this experience with. And that's, I think, the main problem is I really, even though I traveled with someone, I couldn't really talk about my experience because of sort of stuff. So I pretty much have been holding all of these emotions, all of this, even like I couldn't talk about this with anyone, couldn't really fangirl with it with anyone, get my feeling out until today. None of my family really care. I just saw them where I've been. They said it was really cool. Most of them, half of them doesn't even understand why I went to the both days, if both days are pretty much the same concert. And if they don't understand this, then what can I talk about them with them? I can't talk with them about anything. They don't care. I even speak about, like, I got the singles and I tried to talk about them from on the MV, how sad it is, and my sister laughed at me that I'm like a 15 years old girl. But when I said that this MV is really, really sad. So again, I don't really have anyone to talk about. Most of my friends here in Israel is elves. It's not like there isn't shovels in Israel. Most of them aren't my friends. I'm not getting along with them on the personal level. So even though we love the same group, we don't really close. So again, most of our close friends are elves. So I don't really have, again, someone to talk with. And the friends that are elf are really, like, living quite far away. I can't really just go and talk with them. And talking online or something like this is not enough when you have this kind of an experience. You do want to talk better. You want to, like, sit with someone and just talk and spill and cry. I'm getting tears. I just get it. And I didn't have this way to take it out. In other concerts that I've been, I always had someone to take it out with. In SHINee last year, just the night after the concert, my friend, when we talked about it on the bus, we've been really excited, and then one of my friends just crashed to sleep, and I will tell you about it in a second, like why she crashed like this. And another friend that I met at this trip, and now she's one of my best friends, she's a shovel as well. I went to her room in her hotel because she'd been in a room alone, and we just talked for like 3 hours about the concert. And we went to Tumblr and see if there's anything about the concert that there been uploaded so we can relive this stuff. I didn't have this experience with this concert. In the super show I've been in London, all the way back on the train, I've been with a friend of mine. We've been in the same hotel, so we traveled together. We talked about the concert. We even wrote on my old phone all the moments and thing, and we talked about it and we talked about it. And I had another friend, and we all shared the experience together. I didn't have it this time. It's not like the people. I had a wonderful group. I have wonderful people over there, but I didn't have the experience of really getting emotionally stable after this experience. So I really get into depression after this. This is why this I couldn't really talk. I couldn't talk. I would have started to cry, so I didn't want to do it in front of the camera. Wow, this was a real long intro. So let's start with. I think let's start with the easy part. Let's start with the real technical stuff. So I went to this concert through SM Travel Package. What SM Travel Package is, if you go to SM Travel site, also global packaging, like they're offering SM global packaging for different stuff. You can go to Mnet. Through this, I don't really sure what it is. It's a collaboration that SM has with Mnet. I think with Inkigai probably. I think it's allow you to do extra stuff maybe on the music show. I don't know. There is for different concert in different countries, and it's really depend on what they spreaded it a little bit, little by little, and they have it for pretty much all of their artists if they have a big concert. Everyone, DxDxD had it, Super Junior, SNSD, SHINee, EXO, FX, their first concert have this. So they have really nice mix of stuff, and you can, and only non-Korean can purchase these packages because they're for international fans, which is really, really cool. And these packages basically are not only the tickets for the concert, and usually they're reserved for these packages the really, really good seats, like extra good seats. It's just you will probably need, or be part of the fan club, or really a lot of luck to get. They're reserved for this packaging. You get hotel. So for the days, it's really depend on what kind of packaging. We got into it a little later. You get to sleep in an hotel that they will tell you which, and you get also transportation between the hotel and the venue of the concert and back, so you don't need to worry about that as well. If you're in Korea, they also have like a day of activity. They also have day of activity. It really depends on what kind of packages you get, what activities, but usually it's going to the Artium. It's watching a kind of holographic show, which is really, really cool. It's maybe lunch, it's snacks, it's merchandise, really privileged merchandise. For example, in the SHINee World 4 in Seoul, I got special photo cards. I've never seen these photo cards anywhere else, not on YouTube, not on eBay, nowhere. And I got a full set of photo cards specifically for the SM Global packaging of this concert. Isn't it cool? It's really cool. Now, so it's really good. Like, yeah, it's expensive, but on the other hand, they cover up hotels, they cover up a lot of aspects that you don't need to worry. And one of the coolest thing is that they let you pre-order the merchandise that you want. Now you can order everything. For example, if there is clear files of the members, you can only pick one member, so you can pick only your buys. But you can always hope for luck that when you get to the venue, you can purchase the other one on the site. But at least you will get one, and at least there is several stuff that you can get beforehand, and it's really, really cool. And you get a lot of different stuff. You get me a little bag like this that has really different stuff. You get like this necklace that's say with your ID and all your details there, so they can recognize you because you're a group, and you get to meet people all around the world. It's really, really cool, and this stuff selling fast because it's really that's how you can go into a concert without getting to the Korean site and need, you know, Korean ID and all of this. And in the Japanese concert, you can have Japanese ID, of course. So Japanese can do this. It's only international, so people not in Japan. So it's really cool. I had in my group this time people from Singapore and the Philippines and Hong Kong and Australia and New Zealand and US, and I had, I think, a couple of Koreans. So we had a really nice mix of people, and it was really really nice. No, unfortunately, no Europe representation represents this time. I don't know why. Where have you been? But again, it's really really cool. So you come to the check-in. Now it depends on which packaging. What do you mean? Which packaging is really, it depends how many of the day of the concert you're gonna get. So if you're going to one day of the concert, it's usually can be 3 days of hotel with 2 nights. So day before the concert you go, you check in, you have the day of the concert, and day after that you do check out. And or if you do it for the 2 days of concert, so it's longer, it's like 4 days. And if there is like a largest packaging, for example, there is also scale, like it's depend also the price. You can get different stuff. In Japan we didn't get like a day of fun. In Korea I did get day of fun. We went to the RTM, we went to Lotte Duty Free. They can, I don't know why, but we went there. We got lunch. Now for us it was like random lunch at the Coex mall itself, but it's really cool because no matter where we went, we had SHINee poster everywhere. We got music of SHINee. We got everything with SHINee them, especially because we were arriving. So think about all the Coex, if you know how it look like, all the screens, all the movies, all the music on the speakers, like how the letters of the seats were arranged, everything was SHINee, 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 SHINee. We get inside, we hear SHINee here, SHINee there, shining everywhere. Like they in the cafe of SHINee we get like they got extra drinks and all the pastries of SHINee, because they know that people will buy the SHINee stuff more. So they got extra of the stuff of SHINee, especially for us. It was also closed for regular people, only we can go and buy this. So it was really, really nice and privileged experience. We also got bottles with the theme of SHINee. We got a lot of different cool stuff. However, in Japan, you don't have this. So in Japan, we pretty much didn't have a special day. We just went, we gathered at the lobby, we went to the concert and back. But we did have especially the thing, and it is on the second day when we went on the bus, we saw on the dashboard of the bus a lot of SHINee merchandise. So with Jonghyun towel from Tokyo Dome last year, and fan lights and like signs. And when we went inside, there was music of SHINee, and then we lowered a screen and we watched the performance of Tokyo Dome from last year on the way to the venue, and it was so cool. And apparently, the wife of the driver is a shovel. She went to the concert as well, so she put all the stuff just in his car because he asked her for us. And she just did it for them, and then she took it like for the concert and stuff. So when we went again to the driver, we heard the music. That we did have the DVD, but all the merchandise were gone because she took them to the concert. But it was so cool, and it's so cute that he supported her. We gave him a few stuff to give his wife as a thanks to. Not me specifically, but other people that had like the little capsule, if you know what I mean. They had like a little capsule that you get stuff. So everything that he didn't want, they just gave him to give his wife. So it's really, really nice from them to do it. So it was really cool. The guide girl that we had in Japan was so much better than the one in Korea. In Korea, she was Korean that only knew Japanese pretty much. I do admit there was a lot of Japanese people, but again, you are guiding a group of foreigners. You should know English for some point, and she just almost didn't. And a friend know Korean. She's like, it's okay, you can talk with me in Korean, but she just insists in English, and it was a mess. This time it was a girl that lived in Hawaii. She know Japanese, and she went to work in this translating and stuff for tourists. So she know English perfectly. She was so cute. She was so nice. We got along really, really well. And I love you if you're watching. I don't think she will watch, but she made the experience much, much better. For sure. She was at the desk the night before. You come to a desk on the lobby of the hotel, and then you can get your tickets. Now the tickets, they pretty much are envelopes. You don't know what's inside. She will spread them for you, and you will pick what you want. And what's inside, that's what you get. And we were so excited because we were first row on the first day. Can you believe it? Now, first row, it's, how I tell, there is central stage. How I call it central stage? Basically, there is a regular stage, and then it's opening up forward into a central stage that there is different, stuff that coming out of it. And we were in front of this. So we were in the best spot possible because we just was in front of it. And in front of it, the seat was arranged so there is 2 triangles and there is one like square thing in the middle. And then there is space between the triangles and this because the central stage actually lift up and went above the square thing, above the fan itself, through the back of the stadium, which was super cool. So we weren't like in the sides, which was really good. And this side, the chair itself, there were like groups of, I think, 10 rows each time. 10 rows on the little thing that was like that. So there was another 10 row. And in this 10 row, I was the first row. It depends how you look at it. If you look from the stage, it's the right side on the first day and the left side on the second day. So we were first row on the first day and 5th row on the second day, yeah. However, I've been on the first row and the second day as well. I will explain later. Now, it was so excited, and we also got the merchandise. This time we got a notebook. We got several different stuff, not as much as I got last year. Now again, it's depend on the concert. They're always changing up. My friend went to the first EXO concert ever in Seoul, and they got on stage, legit on stage, as part of her package. My other friend, she got a cake. She been in the encore of Super Show 6 both days, and she got cake, like legit cake at the end of the day. I got donuts at the end of the day. Like, you can get different stuff, it depends on the group. They always change it up, especially the countries. Here we didn't really get food at all, which was bother because, to be completely honest with you, it's exhausting. Think about it, you're for 4 hours, even more, you're not eating, you can get drinks and food, but to be completely honest with you, you may drink water a little bit between songs or during VCRs, but you're not really eating or drinking. You most of the time on you're standing up, even though you have chairs. Only on VCRs we were sitting because we had to rest. Other time you up, you're jumping, you're dancing, you're light stick, like you like this for 4 hours. It's so exhausting. It's really like it's drained all of you. I don't know how they do it on stage because it's crazy, but really like it's really intense. People that don't used to it, they can really like snap their energy to zero. The one that I come with, she was drained, and the final song she was sitting down. She couldn't handle this. I was completely, on high and energy because of them. So I actually was really energized. After every concert, I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's run a marathon. Let's do that. I was really, really into this. But she was completely exhausted. And I understand why. I guess I was a little bit more used to it because I went to concert even in Israel. and she didn't at all. So wasn't really used to it. I guess it also depends on, I don't know. I've been more used to it, I guess. So and the first day it was super cute. We came to the venue and we already got two light sticks the day before for the both days that we went. But we also got light stick when we went into the venue. Light stick in Japan concert are for free. You get one for yourself is free, something for free. In Korea, you do need to pay for them. So this is a little bit bummer in Korea, but at least here we got it. Like I got four in the end. I wanted them before my friend. I'm not sure what to do with two, the rest of the two. Like I think I will keep them. I don't know. Anyway, so we went, and there is like a truck. You know the commercial trucks. They had like a big picture of the DDD concept. We took photos with that. Then we went up, and I went and bought a few of the merchandise. Again, I get all the fans. Unfortunately, I didn't get all the towels. And one of the girls in the group, apparently they're just a group from Singapore that always go to concert, like nowhere, no matter where or what, or fan meeting on stuff. I know after this she went to Taemin fan meeting. So she went all the time to stuff. So she had a SHINee World G card, like fan club, which is really, really hard and really expensive to get for non-Japanese people. So she got for me a few stuff. She got the towel, and she got for me the standee for the Sick magazine, and I'm so grateful for her. Thank you so much for doing it. Unfortunately, the cover for the passport were sold out already, even so I really, really want them. So we went there, so we ate a little bit McDonald's, there was on the side, and then we went inside to wait over there. And it was so exciting, like seriously, it was like, I remember like walking into the venue, you don't know how big this venue is until you go inside. It's massive, it is not even Tokyo Dome, like it's amazing, it's 50,000 people can go inside. And you look inside, and it's like the scene was so high and the place was so wide. We were like, wow. So I went inside, we sit now, and then I come across that a meter and a half before me is the stage, like legit the stage. So if people are asking why didn't you like this whole concert, no, of course no, they're moving around, they're going there, it's still meter and a half, so you still looking like that. It's not my, let's say the back muscle was the last thing that hurt for me. This throat when you screaming and dancing and singing, all this hurt more. I was actually a little bit like sore, but not too much, so it was good. And maybe your legs will be sore, and people were like, I came with sport shoes because last time I came with really pretty shoes, but in the middle of the concert I took them out and I was barefoot, I couldn't handle this, so I came with sport shoes. I know what I was going into. People come with heels, like such high heels. I don't know how they managed to do it. It's behold, like I don't understand. I know they want to be a little bit higher because they're Japanese and they're really, really small, but really, like, how can you do that? Oh my god. This is behind, like, I don't understand this. I can understand this, but I don't know how they physically can do it. This was amazing. So we went in front of the stage, and then I realized we're gonna be this close, especially, and it was so funny because I was first row, nothing was in front of me to let me down. Now Japanese people are really like strict. They stand exactly where the seat is. I went to go to the fence on the side to look like this. The Japanese girls beside me asked me really kindly to move to my place, and they gave me candy before, and they were really nice. So I didn't really want to, to maybe do something for them. So I moved back, but I was so excited and so into it that, to be completely honest, every time I was looking around to look where I am, I figured I'm just going like wandering off my seat somewhere. So I don't know how they're really doing it. It's really, really funny. Also, let's talk about the concert itself. So it's I remember that we were waiting and waiting and then suddenly it's become dark and I was like crazy. We opened the light stick, we setting up, and I was just, it was so like amazing to me. I don't know, they just come out and they were looking so good. And you know, I remember having this vinyl really tight leather, not leather, it was vinyl pants, and everyone would look so good. And I can't remember, I think if I remember correctly, each of them come out from a different place. This, I'm sorry, it's always happened to me after this. I had so much stuff in my head that I'm completely confused and forget stuff. So bear with me with this. But they come out in different places and you don't know what's going on at first. So you had your intro, which was really, I remember. That intro was really, really cool. They was like looking for different jewels to complete together for something, and it was really, really cool. And I thought, oh, maybe it's like, I think it's episode 6 that they need to complete all the puzzle pieces for the concert. No, it was only at the beginning. And they were in different places in Europe, and it was really cool. And they were like collecting it, and they come with like this clock thing and into this old church, and like it looked like some kind of religious thing. But it was beautiful, and then suddenly you see figures with the same clocks on the stage. So I think it's them, even though there were 6. So I was like, 6, maybe they're dancer, I don't know. And then something opened, but it's more dancer. And then suddenly they appear in different places. Obviously, like you focus so much on the stage in front of you that like the regular stages, you didn't realize they come from all around you. And it was like, ah. I remember that the first day we were just next to Jonghyun, and Jonghyun with the pink hair. Oh my god, he was so handsome. All of them look really good. Like everyone had perfect hair. Thanks God, he was okay. They will look really, really good, and then they started to dance and sing. I don't remember the song. DDD was one of the first thing, but I don't think it was the first song. You probably saw the track list, so you know better than me. But for me, I was so overwhelmed that I can't remember right now the song. I'm sorry. But they were going there was like thing that come out of the stage that's like, it's like an arm that going like this, and they're on top of it. So it was so cool, and they come from all around you, and it was really heart pumping song. So you like this, and you going crazy. And I remember before the concert started, I was so nervous that I become ill. Like my stomach hurts. I need to pee at the same time. I got headache. I couldn't see straight. Everything was spinning around, and suddenly they were on stage, and I was like completely forgot all of this, completely, and I was okay. So it was like just nervous of the first time, because in the second day I didn't have this. And they were coming and they were dancing so hard, like so hard. It was beautiful, and oh my god, they look so good. And I'm like, they're doing take after take after take after take, and they just couldn't really stop. And I remember they were so funny. I'm sorry looking at that. I'm looking at the distance. I don't remember. Again, everything is really mashed up together for me. I just remember everything was so overwhelming, but so good and so cool. And then the stage came out and started to spin, and you can see them from from the top, and you're trying to grab their attention. It was incredible. You jumping and starting to sweat and everything, and then the stage started to move, and it moved about the fan. It was so cool. And Key, it's not in the start, I think it was on the second day of it. But Key, sorry, the camera stopped. What I want to talk about is, I know Key is afraid of heights, but seriously, on the second day, I think when the stage moved forward or back, he was like leaning, like the stage was like, this shape with pointy stuff. I sorry, I don't really know the English word for this. So he was on the front, like the one that is through the audience. He was on his knees and he was leaning through about, like, if it's this is the stage, it was like here, and it was like this, like looking down on the fans at the stage move above, and it was like, hey, hey, and it was like, I'm gonna fall down. But it was so happy. And I remember in the concert in Korea, I was really impressed by Minho and in his interaction with the fans. Here I was really impressed, I guess because I expected this from Minho. I was really, like, really from Key. Like, Key was so interactive with the fans. He was so, like, giving more, especially toward us, maybe because he saw that we're foreigners and Key has more connection to them than the other members. I don't know, but it was like really even like really smiling and really like interacting more. It was so cute, like seriously so cute. And seriously, any solo, let's talk about this solo for a second. He was the first one to have solo. Now, I think if I remember correctly, there was like a VCR, real VCR. The VCR, it wasn't really regular. You can see all the members doing different games throughout the DDD tour. They did a lot of stupid stuff. It was really, really funny. And then suddenly it became dark. And then there was another VCR, and it was a small VCR of only Key, only a solo stuff. So solo from Tokyo Dome, SHINee World 1, is Lady Gaga solo, stuff like this. And then suddenly it's like Key in the end. And I remember when I go seeing this VCR, we got, it's a solo, like it's only Key. And like, it's Key solo. And let's be frank, the solo that you're most excited about are the not, like everyone except of Junghyun and Taemin, because Junghyun and Taemin, you pretty much know which song they're gonna do because they have solo act. But the other, they can do whatever they want, and Key was slaying it. Now, I know there is fan cams and they're really cool, but to be completely honest with you, they don't really show all the stuff because the screen at the back he did so much interaction with the screen. You can see it with his dance move. When he danced, the screen reacted to it really, really coolly. And I remember it's like, oh my god, Key. But, and at the first, the dancer came along, and I remember like having the dancer beside me and go, oh my god, it's Key, because he was wearing like this fur coat that Key wore, and he has like this mask. You couldn't really see him, and it was with the back to us, and I thought it was Key, and then he spun around, and I saw it's not Key, and I saw little by little, like 1, 2, 3, 4, all the dancers come along with his clothes, and I was like, you gotta do something about fashion. It's gonna be amazing. And then Key came, and you can see behind, like, this stuff started to move and all of this, and you realize it's all about his Instagram, which was even cooler. It was so cool. Lookbook is such a good song. I didn't know it was from Ba only after the concert, because I'm not really listening to Ba in Japan. But oh my god, he rocked it, he killed it, it was amazing. And what's really funny is that you can see interaction of like from like notification from Instagram. You got a new comment, you got tagged in a photo, you like this, you've been liked on this, and the one that did it for him was actually the dancer. Like after that, when they introduced the dancer, I recognized the names from the screens behind, which was really, really cool. And all this stage was so key but so cool. It was really, really amazing. And also my friend has such a good luck. Like in the second day, I pretty much part from her because I managed to grab a seat in the first row, and she didn't come with me. Like they had another seat, but she decided to stay where she is, and she has been so lucky because she was actually standing next to a new bias girl, and before her was Junghyun and Junghyun and Minho bias, so she was alone. And then Ki came, and she's the only one that saw him because the other girls looked at their biases, and he was going like this to her because he saw that she was looking at him. He goes like to her, and how lucky could she be to do this? This is absolutely crazy. That it, and she was looking around and she figured that it was for her, and she was going absolutely insane. I think that until she figured out what happened, it really went on, so she couldn't really do something toward him, which could have been so cool. It was really a sweetheart, like he seriously, sweetheart. And after this, uh, solo, it was Junghyun's solo. Didn't come out with crazy. He came with this red suit and it was looked so good. And then suddenly he started to sing Japanese, and I understand it was Japanese only after the concert. I was so into it, I didn't even understand which language it was, and it looked so good. And the stage came up and then went to the other side, which was a bummer because I couldn't personally see it. That's okay. We had the screens and it was fine. It looked so hot. It looked really really good, and the song is also nice in Japanese. It was half Japanese, half Korean, so it was nice. But I don't think they will release this version. Maybe if they do CD live CD of this concert, but I don't think they will because they didn't do for the Tokyo Dome one, unfortunately. So, um, bummer. And then it was like, and again, each of their solo had these little clips of their previous solo, so you know the order. And then it was Minho, and the stage was still far away. Junyoon came down a bit, and then we didn't know where Minho gonna get. And suddenly Minho came from the back, and he was wearing baseball uniform. It was the most adorable thing on the planet. And he sung and then he like threw the ball. You read the fan cams. He threw the ball to the crowd, and then he started to sing. And he sung one of the most cutest songs in the world. It was so cute, and he was like flirting with the camera all the time. Half of the song was him flirting with the freaking camera, and I couldn't stand it because it was so good looking and so cute, and it was like the most romantic thing on the planet, and it was so adorable, and he sang so well. It was so cute and so good, and like I can't with this person. I can't with him. Like seriously, Mina, stop, just stop. After this, it was, if I remember correctly, it was Anya, and like Mina went, and then they were dark, and then the VCR for Anya, and then I remember him like everything was laid up, and you can see him standing, and I recognize the microphone. Like I remember specifically the microphone because in the photo book of the SHINee World one, he specifically talked about how he handpicked this microphone for his performance over there, and he did opera in the first SHINee World, and then I saw this microphone and I was like, no way in my head, and apparently he did, and he did the opera, and it was absolutely incredible. Now the first day, I couldn't really hear this because my friend that sat next to me actually knows this space. Our parents are a musician, so she was singing this along, and I was like, "Stop! I want to hear him, not you." I told her this after the concert, but I didn't want really to speak and learn this for everyone else. So I was like, "Don't do it on the second day." I didn't care that you were excited about it. It was also her bias, but still, I don't care that you're excited. Let me hear him sing opera for God's sake. I'm legit on the concert and I can hear him because of you. So, we settled this down, and the second night I heard him, and it was so good. It was so clear, and he was amazing. Everyone clapped, and I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. I know, like, he did such a long way, especially because of the surgery, but he get passed through it, and he did it, and it was absolutely amazing. It was really short, like compared to other members. It was extremely short performances. Like real the rest has been at least 3 to 4 minutes. Him, I think it was like 2 minutes, so really really short. And the last one was Temin, and Temin did, I think, something extra long because Unya did something extra short. So he did 3 songs. Not, it was like a kind of medley, so it was one by one at first, and it was like rising up, and you can we because it was so close. Suddenly saw like the grand piano coming up, and it was like, oh my god! And like we saw the piano, and everyone around us like, soldier, soldier, he's gonna do a soldier. No, don't do a soldier. And I was like, if you're gonna do soldier, I'm gonna freaking cry. So it started with one by one. That was like, okay, one by one, kind of, and then it started to soldier, and I almost cried, but it passed it so like it did only the high notes of the song, and then it went to press your number. So I was like, I didn't cry, but he danced so well and so amazingly. And then the second day, a friend from the group was so kind. She had like goggles to look, and she know I'm Tamin Bai, so she just gave me them really quick, like look. So I saw all of the solo through the goggles, and I could see the white of his eyes. That's how close I could see him. Because think about it, that I was pretty close. I was like, I don't know, 2 meters, 3 meters around, like from I was fifth row over there, so it was like 4 meters, and but it was a little high in that, so I could see pretty good, but not like perfect. And then I got this, and this was like I'm first row, like first row. It was incredible. I could see everything, and all this stuff on his coat tossing around, and it was like, oh my god. And then of course I think it was incredible. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Tamin, like, he killed it live. He killed it live. And there's like so much memories. On the second days, I felt, first of all, the crowd was more active. Like the fan chant was stronger. Everything was more active. We did more stuff. I was really disappointed that we didn't have a fan project. I know they did it on the last day of the Tokyo Dome, but the first time for them for Kyocera Dome, you don't have a fan project. It was really, I know, it was really sad. That's why they didn't cry. They didn't cry for both days. They were so proud of themselves, especially Jungkook was so proud of themselves. But I think it was only because we didn't have a fan project to trigger something for them. So it was like, I want my money back. I want my money back. I didn't get a Jungkook crying. Like it's part of the packaging of a SHINee concert. Like what? Anyway, it was it was still really emotional. Like the last song was Senior Song, and we also sang along. Like there was line on the screen, which member sing when, and then there was like that when we sang, and we were like orange color, and also any together were like the turquoise, and each of them have their own color. So it was really like emotional, especially when we sang with them and sang for them. It was really emotional song, but still not enough to make them count, because it was like the perfect song to do a project, and we did it. It was like, it upset me. It really upset me, but I'm not the one that's responsible for this kind of stuff. I don't know who, but I not. Much more than what they were like. The time when they did the ballads, they was wearing so nicely. I really love how they were wearing. Can't remember if they have the hats or not, but they were in this like. I really love the photographer, like the film, the camera walk that they put in the concert was really smart. For example, they were sitting and everyone was in a little different height, and they were sitting on the regular stage, like in the back, and they shot it like that. You can see the members that sing in focus, and then there is like another member non-focus, but still that you can see him good on the back or in the front, and you can see them like one with another, and it was pretty so beautiful, especially because most of the members sang along, even so it wasn't their lines, and it was filmed so beautifully. I remember that everything, the editing that they did, everything about the camera work was so high quality and so beautiful. And if they do gonna have a DVD for the Kyocera Dome, you will see. I hope you will see it. It was absolutely beautiful direction, and the camera work was so beautiful, active. It was beautiful, really, really pretty. I was really impressed with it, but both days I was like, no, it's so pretty. This shot is so pretty. Like, good job. And oh, it was gorgeous. And there's so many stuff. Like, there was a time, I don't remember which song, but in the end, Onyo was like on a car that moved, and the rest of them went to this, the stages went above the crowd, and they were the back. And Yunji just didn't, like, the song wasn't long enough for him to reach to them on the cart. So he's like in the middle of the crowd, and the song was stopping, and they was like standing there like, Onyo, you late? Come over here. The song is ending. What are you doing? Stop playing around. It was so funny. They was laughing at him, and it was really, really cute. I feel like they gave themselves all, and they was exhausted, but they were so into it. And the second day, they were so like, I feel like everything was more. So the crowd was, the tension was stronger in the second day. Everything was more, and then there was more funny. Maybe all the stress that they had a lot of stress on the first day that were off in the second day, because the second day was like, the first day went smoothly. Even so, oh my god, Junior almost fell off the stage, and like, it was so scary. Like, seriously, stop doing it. It was so scary. It was like almost falling down, and it was like, just stop it right now before I get in freak out. I think Onyo also had something. It's really scary when you're doing it. Like, please stop. Don't fall off the stage, please. And there was like, in the second day, they were more outgoing, and they were much funnier. And there were, I don't know, something about the second day was better than the first day. So I hope this one was catch on DVD if they filmed the DVD. I don't know. It was like, I don't know. It was like, everything about second day was better. Not everything, but a lot of the stuff, especially with them specifically. I think mentally and energized. They were so exhausted, and I can blame them, because they did like these concerts in Canada and the US, and then they went straight to Japan to work on this concert, and then they performed this, and then 2 days after this they'd be in Tokyo. Like, they worked so hard. Oh my god, they couldn't have even a second rest. So you can see, but a little bit, but they covered really, really well. Like, they were dancing so hard and singing. I don't know how they didn't get sore throats from this. Like, seriously, Junior, there was a moment that Junior did an incredible high notes, and like, the screen went red with this, and he extended the time that the high note is originally the song. I just don't remember which song it is, but it was incredible. You can see the vines on his neck doing it. It was like, and it was like, and we were like, it was amazing. And I got my Lucifer's finally, and I got Lucifer rock version. It was so cool. This set of sound was so hard work. Like, and I didn't have even one outfit that I didn't like. To be complete, wow, they had like one outfit that was so cool. Which song it was on? I think I remember. Wishful Thinking. I think Wishful Thinking. They have like punk rock outfits, which were so cool. Super, super cool. Boy Will Be Boys was one of the best performances. It was so funny. It was so ongoing. Also, this and Photograph. Photograph also was so funny. They didn't picture themselves as they did in the regular tour, unfortunately, but they had a picture, really cute picture at the end of the song, and each day they did something else, so it was super, super adorable. And they were so outgoing and happy, and they were running around and interacting with the audience, and it was so cute. So cute. Seriously, it was the best. And what can I do say more? Like, seriously, what can we say that will express more? Like, Taemin was amazing. Taemin was so into it. He was so into it. It was so like, Ian and Junior freaking know what they're doing. Like, stop it. Like they know that they doing specific action, they will cause specific reaction from us. Both of them know it. Like, and they're so sexy. It's not fair. When you Minho and Kid did so much interaction. When he was so cute, his smile can light up the whole world. His smile, like, oh, I remember one of the strongest memory for me is like when he was smiling through the crowd. It was like, I'm with with the closed eyes. Oh my god, it was so adorable and so cute, and I just love them so much. I don't know what more I can even say. Like, if you have specific questions, please ask me, and I will try my best to answer it. And if you have specific questions about specific stuff, you can always say. And if it's quite a lot of question, I may do another video. I don't even know what more to say. It was absolutely amazing, and you should say thank you to every damn fan cam and picture that you see from this concert, because I don't know how they do it. There was so much security like in this concert in Asia. I don't know how they do it, especially with the really high quality one. I don't know how. I don't. I and they're perfect, and thank you so much for watching. And I didn't cry. So yeah.